listen up. Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket, that crypto wallet, that bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. 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 I'm always right.
Whoa, another shot of the bullet. Loaded, got complex, cocking and pulling. That bottleneck look like the Loch Ness. What are we doing? I'm about to fall out, boy, in the proofs and the pudding. So, can we forget about the things I said when I was drunk? I ain't mean to call you that. I'm ice cold like the keg the bartender tap. On another level like I'm fuck around with ASAP. Bird, so what's the word? What's the deal? Don't be asking how I'm doing unless you wanna keep it real. Cause I'm all up in my feels. Jesus, take the wheel. This liquor got me more set than Jagged Little Pill.
I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways. Pass the bottle back my way. Everybody's getting sideways.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, that's all I got so far. But my name is Bleeves. This is Bedtime with Bleeves, and we're going to tuck you in with all that sweet, sweet knowledge for cryptocurrency that you need to get you through the night and into the next day. And I know what a lot of you are thinking, dude, how the fuck did you get a hat now if you're giving away the beanies? Well, I got those too, right? And I'm not giving these away. I actually bought this from myself on my spread shop, which is located in the description down below or on the main page. If you click on my channel, you can go there and you can order yourself a Vaulted Believer hat. And as Peter Griffin would say, it's freaking sweet. So if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified of future content. Make sure that you smash that like button. That helps me with this algorithm at all times to make sure that you're helping me out as much as you can. If you're willing, if you will do that, it would be awesome. And don't forget, like and subscribe. We're going to be doing all kinds of different shit here over the next couple days. Tonight, we are giving away 6 more of the hats. So without further ado, let's get down to it, because I know everybody has been asking me. My not phone has been ringing off the charts about what is going on with Volt. What was the announcement? What is going on? What is Voltico? So I don't even know if I'm saying it right, by the way, but it sounds great, like Voltico. It sounds like too many E right there. So I think it's going to be Voltico. So here we go. This is what we've got right now. So it's time to Volt. This is it's a unique utility using AI technology, automation, and smart contracts to collect existing and upcoming crypto protocol airdrops to then sustain the Volt ecosystem by rewarding holders and ensuring project development. As detailed yesterday, airdrops are becoming a big narrative and trend in the space. When looking at some of the examples listed below, it was obvious that automating these tasks can become an even bigger revenue stream. Now, by automating, basically what it means is, for those of you that were on the Arbitrum network, that were trading on Arbitrum, which, by the way, is currently trading at $1.60 off of its launch, which was way over here at $1. So it's up 60% from its launch. And, again, like this had a nice little run all the way back to the beginning and played out perfectly along with many other different airdrop launches, right? But some of the wallets that got Arbitrum because they were trading on it ended up with millions of dollars, up to $2 million. Now, take that a step back and go to one more, which was called Blur. And then the Blur token over here. And by the way, Blur did not play out the same way. If you look at the chart over here, you see that what happened with Blur. So this is not always going to play the same way. Okay. But here's the deal. This did not pump and come back down and then come back up, and it didn't create a little channel for a breakout. Now, you could argue that it kind of did, but you got to look back at how long this was, because this was launched on right around Valentine's Day. And then you look here, and like maybe you can argue that this was coming down and then it had a breakout to the upside over here. Well, it had the breakout because it was a good project to begin with, but it never had that move to the downside for a long period of time. And then, maybe we can argue that it got, to this level right here and had the breakout in the perfect position. But really what happened was this was season 2 of Blur. If you remember, Blur had already been released a long while back. And this is more likely the scenario. So when you look at this versus what you see in Arbitrum, you don't see the same sort of pattern. But if you go back and you look at, I think there's like 3 or 4 other big airdrops that happened. They all play out the same way, but they're all ironically worth millions upon millions of dollars for the top traders when they're doing it. And there are more that are coming. So the idea behind this is, going back to it, an automated process that's going to make sure that as many Volt wallets or vaulted wallets as possible are able to yield those kind of tokens or those kind of coins for airdrops, and those are going to be then shared. And the way that it's going to be shared is this. The proceeds from every successful airdrop will be split as follows: 25% to the Voltico farming pools, which you're going to be yield farming. So what they're going to ask you to do is to stake tokens, at least 3 billion tokens, in order to be part of it, and a vaulted dragon. Now, I don't know the particulars of this. I want to say that, and don't quote me on this, but this is just an idea that I'll have in passing, which I'll get to in just a second. But 25% of the Voltico farming pools will then end up being distributed amongst the people that are yield farming. And then 20% is going to be used for vaulted buyback and burns. Now, remember, this is potentially in the millions of dollars, and it could be happening constantly. Like, this would really be happening a lot. This might get a little out of hand. It's even possible because new projects are launching all the time. New airdrops are launching all the time. And depending on how Volt is doing in these, it may just end up being something that it just continues to burn a significant supply. And also 10% to the Vaulted Dragon Sailors Club buyback and burns. Now what that means to you is that there's off of 10%, there's always going to be some demand for Vaulted Dragon Sailors, and they're going to be burned. So there's going to be less and less and less in the ecosystem over time. So you don't have to have a Vaulted Dragon for it, anything right now, because remember, there's a lot of them. I think that 598 were burned, or 5,598 were burned, something like that. There's a lot of them out there, but some people have multiples, right? So, and then 45% of the Volt ecosystem operations and future airdrops funding. So that 45% of it means that it's going to go back into. So, let's just say that for instance, if we get lucky, $1 million. $250,000 is going to go into the yield farm. 200,000 is going to go into the Volt buyback and burns. 100,000 is going to go into the Vaulted Dragon Sailors Club buyback and burns, which is a lot, by the way. And then 45% or 450,000 is going to go into the ecosystem in order to continue doing this through this AI technology. So now, how to join a farming pool? This will require you to stake a minimum of 3 billion Volt plus 1 VDSC, which will give you 1 share of the pool. The first pool will open within 3 weeks. Now, I don't know exactly. So here you go. If you do 3 billion, then you need 1 VDSC. If you do 6 billion, then you need 2 VDSC, 9 billion, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So 15 billion Volt tokens and 5 VDFTs, corresponding to 5 will be the maximum allowed per wallet. The first pool will be capped at a total of 600 billion Volt tokens plus 200 Vaulted Dragons Sailors Club and 200 shares. Now, this is being capped because this could be significant and the yield on this might be tremendous. So it's going to be important for you to get into it as soon as possible. This is going to create something that you haven't seen so far. You have seen some utilities, you have seen some uses, but right now you're looking at something that's going to create value in that you're going to be you're going to have the opportunity to earn real world money by staking and holding through the yield farm your Volt and your Volted Dragon Sailors Club. And this is just the start of it. Remember, we still haven't released VoltiFlex, but the first poll will open within 3 weeks. So at any time within 3 weeks. Now, I got to tell you, when we say within 3 weeks, I want you to know that there is a date in mind. And if you've been following me for any length of time, and if you, by the way, are looking at this and you're saying to yourself, well, hey, I thought there was going to be an absolute boon that's going on. Well, I want you to remember the conversations that I've had with you about this. First of all, I do believe that there's more than just this happening and that we will probably get an announcement to send this more likely tomorrow or the day after to make something happen. But the second thing to that is one of the important things that I told everybody who would listen in the beginning is that this is based on Shib, right? And that we're using the Shib blueprint. So I want to take you back in time on a journey. And how far are we going back? Way back. I don't remember who did that song. It goes a little something like this. Hit it. Did I sing that right? Was that right? I think that was right. I think I nailed that. All right. So, well, I don't know why the fuck this thing is not showing up, but you get what I'm saying here. Okay. So this was April 17, and there should be, for some goddamn reason, I don't see any. Let's go back here and let's try this just for 1 second, guys. This is it, 11:23. And on the way back. All right, so now let's, what the fuck? The internet is gay. All right, so, nope, that's not it. Let's do that one more time. Ah, God damn it. It was the second one on the list right here for sure. So I just feel like I'm refreshing this one more time. For what reason, I don't know. It should be that. Okay, so there used to be some lines here. The important thing to this is there were some lines. So we're going to go over what happened and when. Okay, so first of all, you can see right here, it's about 1508. You can see at least a dot right here showing that this was on April 17. Again, I'm not sure. GRT, the graph, is a piece of shit. You can like it, you cannot like it. That's a decision you have to make for yourself. But it's a fucking disaster. And a lot of people, I mean, obviously we have to like it because we're subjected to it. But it's a piece of shit. It really is. Not a fan. So, but anyway, let's kind of zoom back here a little bit and let's get all the way back here to April and see if that pops up on the chart here. So we're not getting that either. Okay, well, fuck these guys. All right, so this was the original, and there's a reason that I circled both of these when I was doing the videos. And the reason that I was doing this when I was circling the videos is because there are two things that are happening. First of all, in April 17, Shib went from 100 million market cap to 500 million market cap over a couple of days. Now, for that to happen, that was an exchange listing. Now, that put it up here into a little level where it consolidated, came down just a little bit. And you can see over here, it was at this level right here at 78.44 when it, and this is, by the way, the top over here. So it kind of came down just a little bit, but not a lot. And it kind of traded over here, 500 million for this period of time. And then on this date in history, it's actually May the 6th, I want to say, right. Why does every day say May the 7th over here? Oh yeah, because it's 4 hours. Duh, idiot. So May 7th right here, May 5th. Okay, so it starts on May 5 right here. So on May 5, we start getting the inklings of another big move, which I do believe ended up being the Binance listing. So that's when it got real crazy. So over the course of this period of time, this right here, this move, which again, like this is what I talked about when I first did these videos for you a couple days ago. This move on May the 5th through May the 12th is when Shib added from 200,000 to 300,000 holders. So like I told you guys before, there's still going to be a run. I think there's still something big set to happen over here. There's a big announcement. If you remember, I did throw you something out here, which we'll go over one more time to look at it, just to clarify. And that was this right here. This blank listing agreement is effective on April blank 2023. So this came out. This was shared by Voltoshi or somebody in chat that was related to, there is something coming. There is a listing agreement. So something's coming, and that means that we've got a couple days here. I think that it's probably going to be like tomorrow or the day after. We're going to see that move right from Volt, so that we see the massive pump. Now, in the meantime, it looks like somebody who we'll call Dickie McSmallwood, even though Pablo, by the way, said, you really shouldn't say anything bad about these guys when they're exiting or something like that. I'm not Dickie McSmallwood. It's okay to have a small one, right? So anyway, he exited with, and this looks like we had a significant dump, right? When you really put it into context, you kind of say, wow, like we went down 200 points. Well, the issue really isn't that it was 200 points. The issue that it was just basically one person dumping on the chart. He dumps 15 ETH right here, 52.77. Then he dumps 7.5 ETH over here. And then a little bit later, he dumps another 7 ETH over here. And other than that, you've just got normal trading, right? So basically, you've got 15 ETH sale. And then you have Dickie Smallwood brought out Chad McSmalldick, right? And Laffy McTinyball. And, a couple of these guys that are just kind of exiting because, that's what they do. Taking the apple. Let's just call it taking the apple. But you see Into FE is taking out a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. And you might keep seeing it. I don't know. I think that was the end of it. But yeah. So the summary of the quote unquote sell-off that people sent me a message is 2 people. So what the fuck are we really talking about here, right? I mean, come on, guys. 2 people sold some tokens, and that's but where's the pump? The pump's going to come. The pump is going to come. You guys have to have a little bit of faith and a little bit of understanding that this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. And what's happening right now is a testament to something that creates value here. Now, here's the other portion that I think that we'll probably see at some is it's on some level probably very, very important, right? We will probably come up with, or there will probably be some kind of pool where all of you guys because there's a lot of people that look, you're going to be motivated to throw in a couple of dollars to try to get yourself up to 3 billion, and to throw in a couple of dollars to get yourself a Volta Dragon Sailors Club, right? Because that's what that ultimately that seems to be the goal, right? There you go. Into FE is Gate.io. So what's happening is Gate.io is selling off small pieces when they have extra supply. So they're just putting it back into the main supply. So there we go. That's perfect. So anyway, but the other one, yeah, I mean, look, and the guy there's no purchase, which means the one thing that's very important here, very important, that person held for a long period of time because they have no buys, which means that they've been holding at least a year. So, whoever it was, they held for a long time. They're not going to make it to the end. You know what I mean? Like, that's no big deal. But anyway, let's move on from that. And now the next thing is, What's the listing going to be? What's the move going to be? What's the next impetus, right? Well, we do have a little slide on Ethereum down to 2063, which again, we're talking about a slide from 2100, not even a big slide. So I think that we're in pretty good shape overall, right? So we're going to put a pin in this for just a second, and we're going to go back over here, and we're going to talk to. I think it's important to say that these farming pools and this kind of stuff, these are very, very important to this entire ecosystem. Now, are there any other things that have come out in the last little while? No. Henoch is up to things DeFi has never seen before, and that's important to point out. Like, this is something brand new. We haven't seen anything like this before, or at least we haven't seen it of the type that we're seeing right now. We've seen yield farming protocols, right? But we haven't seen one using AI. This is going to be the first of its kind, and it's going to come down at this point to the marketing and to getting it in front of as many investors and hands as possible. So we'll see how this plays out over a little while. So we're going to put we spent 20 minutes on Volt so far. So we're going to move on. We're going to get into a bunch of different stuff here, and then we're going to get back and we're going to do the giveaways. So now pre-markets are basically dead even. We were up 100 points on the Dow on the day. Bitcoin, we're still in Bitcoin season, but the altcoins have moved up from a low of 12 all the way up to 18. So we're starting to get a little bit of that FOMO feeling that maybe we're going to start to see an altcoin season very, very soon. Looking over here, you're seeing 2.5% down on Bitcoin again. Again, this is another down Bitcoin day, but you're not seeing the same sort of waning on Ethereum. You're seeing far less of a drop down. Now, you did see a little bit on BNB, but as we go down the list here, you're not going to see as much of a sell-off as you might think. You're still seeing you're still seeing an increase on a lot of these different tokens here that you would normally have expected, especially on ICP, the Graph, Mana. Again, for Mana, I just don't understand that one. I really don't. I really don't understand that one. Sandbox, Axie Infinity. So we're looking at metaverse games right now, right? Render. So again, this is big metaverse stuff happening right now. So people are staring at that. Plus, OKX was up and Trust Wallet was up. So weird to see Trust Wallet up while Binance is down. But okay, I mean, you do you, boo boo. Isn't that what Austin says? You do you. And Didex, by the way, I can't use Didex because I'm in the United States. I have to you have to use a proxy in order to use Didex, but Didex is really, really cool. If you haven't already, I suggest you give Didex a shot over here. Go here, connect your wallet, and start using this dashboard to at least look at it. And it allows you on this exchange you can connect your wallet. And then once you've connected your wallet, then you can start opening positions on a decentralized exchange, which is super cool. So if you're interested in doing any kind of futures trading or at least setting up buys and sells, then good news, Didex. And I had a whole bunch of you guys sent me a whole bunch of different ones. And I do have some that we're going to go over very soon. But the easiest one so far has just been Didex. I was able to just drop right in, and it was right there for me. I didn't have to even learn anything or look through anything. It happened super quick and was super, super easy to use. But let's get into some news here. First, Shiba Inu, Dubai's top exchange, which is CETO EX, is going to list Bone because it won one of these. It had one of these drawing things, and Bone will be listed soon to CETO EX. So there's going to be an announcement of that coming pretty soon. This is the largest exchange in Dubai, so this should lead to a little bit of a run. Now, most people are already trading in Dubai on Bone, so I don't expect a massive pump, but I do expect at least some attention to be paid. And I do think that, by the way, because we are in this area, and let me be specific with this, because we're in this little range right now, and that range is where all of this cool stuff is happening with Shib back in 2021, because we're in this little area right now. Volt is doing something about it, but Shib hasn't yet. So I have a feeling that we're going to get an announcement by Shytoshi within the next 2 weeks, right? So for those of you that are wondering about why I think that, it's because of the time, right? It's because of the time. And I think 5277 actually ran out. I don't see there was any more. So I don't, I think that was the end of it. But just to show you guys the reason that I'm bullish on Bone, I just bought another 20 grand worth of Bone because, I mean, in my mind, easy money. And I bought 18,557 Bone today. So I feel like Bone is going to have an easy sort of run in the next little while. Again, because I believe in what they're, what's going on right now um, um, with Shib, and the fact that we're in that zone right now where it should pop to an altcoin season. Tax refunds and all that notwithstanding, we should run into a small, if nothing else, altcoin season, which is going to cause a lot of these things to start to really run. And then we're going to be able to take these profits. And if you're a savvy investor, what you're going to do is you're going to take your money from Bitcoin, you're going to move it into altcoins, you're going to let those altcoins moon just a little bit, then you're going to take that money out, and then you're going to move that into Memecoin. And that's where you put your money into Volt, and then boom, this thing starts to blow up. Now, if you put your money into Volt, hold on to it. Don't do anything with it. Allow it to start to earn you some yield. This is going to be a big deal. Diana, my favorite platform right now is MEXC, and I'll show you why in just a few minutes. And by the way, my favorite will be VoltiChange as soon as I can do futures trading on VoltiChange, or at least set buy orders and stuff like that, because that is coming to VoltiChange. And as soon as it comes to VoltiChange, it'll be my preferred method. Now, let's get over to there. Here we go. Shiba Inu steps up with Binance's recent move. Again, Shib's in the news one more time. The Shib ecosystem has become quite notable. Now, Binance has moved Shib out of the innovation zone. Binance mentioned in the announcement that the innovation zone was introduced to give Binance users a safe place to trade new and innovative projects. Over time, some of these projects have proven their worth and meet the high level of standard that we expect. Binance stated that after careful reviews, the exchange has decided to move SHIB and these other tokens out of the innovation zone. And what are they? Frac Share, Trust Wallet token, which is pumping, 1inch, which is pumping, and Bone, which is, or SHIB, which is not really pumping yet. Now, it's not pumping yet because it's kind of flush. The next move is Bone. The next move is not SHIB. The next move is Bone. And then when a bunch of people get rich off of Bone, that play becomes people move back over to SHIB. So that's the way I'm playing this, and that's what I'm looking for, and that's what I think is going to happen in the SHIB multiverse. So also moving on, Nike's multi-million-dollar crypto pushes here. Nike, massive brands have provided loyal customers with NFTs. Now it's a collectible, or in this case, a Nike creation. The shoe and apparel juggernaut announced that it's dropping its first digital creation collection on .swoosh, the blockchain-powered platform Nike announced last year. Consumers will be able to buy digital images of virtual shoeboxes for $19.82, the company said. Each box will eventually unlock various digital versions of Nike's iconic Air Force One sneakers, which were first sold in 1982. The move to leave crypto lingo like NFTs or blockchain out of the equation follows similar promotions by the Rolling Stone and Fox Entertainment. And you will notice that a lot of that is happening. And in fact, one of the biggest games being released is WAGMI. And WAGMI is no longer calling it NFTs. They've moved away from it because people are intimidated by the names. So that being said, they're looking for something else to kind of get into. So calling it a creation helps to keep people from thinking, oh yeah, that's that cryptocurrency thing. I don't know nothing about that. So let's move on some more. This is the best news of the day. I don't know how you guys feel about it. If you feel bad about this, you're out of your mind. Rep Davidson to introduce. Now, this is Securities and Exchange Commissioner Gary Gensler could be facing unemployment after U.S. Representative Warren Davidson declared he would introduce legislation to fire the CEO boss. In an April 15 tweet responding to Coinbase's legal chief, Paul Grewal, the crypto-friendly congressman announced his intention to have Gensler removed from his role after the SEC's latest announcement about revisiting the proposed redefinition of an exchange To correct a long series of abuses, I am introducing legislation that removes the chairman of the Security and Exchange Commission and replaces the role with an executive director that reports to the board where authority resides. Now, whether this has an opportunity to pass or anything like that, that remains to be seen. But SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce, known as Crypto Mom for her pro-crypto positions, criticized the new rule amendment in an April 14 statement, declaring stagnation, centralization, expatriation, and extinction are the watchwords of the move by the SEC. Gary Gensler is literally trying to destroy the unit. Look, you can like whatever politicians you like, right? But Gary Gensler is single-handedly trying to destroy the technology that surrounds cryptocurrency because he's a banker and he's out for fiat currency. Now, is fiat currency the better alternative? I mean, that remains to be seen. Maybe it is in the end, but cryptocurrency being something new and different is being attacked because it jeopardizes all of those banks that were failing. It jeopardizes all of them. And it really doesn't jeopardize, Silicon Valley Bank, yeah, but Signature Bank, no, not really. The smaller banks, no, because if you remember, Janet Yellen, in her speech to Congress, said they're not really interested in protecting the smaller banks. They're really interested in protecting the big banks. And what did that do? That caused deposits in the biggest banks to increase by about 27% over the course of like 2-week period. Which, of course, that just meant the rich were getting richer, and the government was doing exactly what the government does, helping the rich to get richer and leaving the small middleman and the lower end out in the cold, hanging out to dry. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what they did. It was unbelievable. Every one of these people should be voted out of office. This is absolutely ridiculous. Vibe. So what happened to Vibe is apparently there's 3 developers and 2 of them got into a squabble with one another and the other one had to pick sides. So now one of them is launching a version 2 and the other 2 are getting out, and they raise the taxes to make it difficult. But if you want to get out, you can put the tax. I actually posted it in member chat on how you can get out of it. So, we can see you can just follow those instructions and you can get out. I only had like $100 in it, so like it doesn't matter to me. I'll stay for the version 2 and see how that one goes. So, but anyway, so Hester Pierce, Gary Gensler, we'll see what happened here. Now, here's the great part: SEC Chairman Gary Gensler was caught shilling Algorand. Now he says it's a security. Now, why was the head of the Securities and Exchange Commission shilling an unregistered security? Footage has emerged of Gary Gensler, chairman of the SEC, promoting the cryptocurrency Algorand. Gensler, SEC chair since 2021, is spearheading a regulatory crackdown on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Moreover, Gensler appears to have been speaking highly of Algorand at a multiple public events since at least 2019. Despite his anti-crypto stance, Gensler is also listed as the instructor on an MIT open learning course called Blockchain and Money. One of his colleagues at the SEC has criticized his opposition. This is Hester Pierce. Yeah, so here is some footage of Gary Gensler saying that Algorand is a good crypto, but now it's not a commodity. Now it's a crypto. So basically what you're saying is Gary Gensler is a bold-faced liar and has to be removed from office. So let's move on. Because I don't like talking about that guy very long. He's a member of the channel. He's always here. So I don't know why he's not here tonight, but Baby Doge has been exposed to 27 million new users across 207 countries via this listing. So spoiler alert, Baby Doge has been listed on KuCoin. Now, Baby Doge, by the way, is up 37% on the day. If you go check out, that's not the one. I don't track Baby Doge, so I don't know anything about it. I know everybody else is trying to, to get those eyes. But I don't really give a shit about, like I'm not a fan of Baby Doge. I've never done anything with it. So why the fuck would I care? 29% is what it's up so far. Now, this is up from 34 to 37. So that's an extra 10. So it was up about 40% at one point over the course of this week. So if you had something in it and you got a 40% lift, good for you if you got the bottom. If you're still up here at the top or anywhere where you might be wrecked, I mean, it looks like it's basically still pumping and pumping and pumping. So that looks like a pretty good sign, right? Not exactly the all-time high, but not far off from it. So Baby Doge's been doing a fantastic job, I would say. So yeah, if you're in it and it's a 542 million market cap, which now puts it as, what is this, the number three, the number three meme coin in all of crypto. And number four, I guess, is still going to be Floki, I want to say, and then number five is going to be Volt. I think that might be right. So yeah, looking pretty good. Also, Chicago Mercantile Exchange is going to start a derivatives marketplace for cryptocurrency. The Chicago-based exchange will now offer daily expiries for both standard and micro-sized Bitcoin and ETH contracts every day of the business week, Monday through Friday, pending regulatory review. This is a gigantic move, and this is going to make, this is a significant, here you go. The move is a significant development for the crypto industry, providing traders greater flexibility and more opportunities to trade digital assets. The Chicago Mercantile Exchange is one of the largest and most well-known derivatives exchanges. It was founded in 1898. The Chicago Butter and Egg Board become a global marketplace for financial instruments, including futures, options, and other derivatives. Located in Chicago, Illinois, probably in my backyard. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what I do in my spare time. But so this is a big move. When we start to get closer to this, May 22nd is the date. But as we start to get closer to this is about a month away. This is going to be huge for cryptocurrency, especially for investors, American investors who are looking to do derivatives trading. This is a gigantic deal, and it opens up it opens up so many more investors who are not currently exposed to Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's going to open up a ton of people to this. So good move. And OKX just reposted this. This is from Optimus AI. Meet our new robot friends. We are thrilled to announce our partnership with OKX Web3. Optimus AI has now joined OKX Wallet. Users can now connect to our main website for a chance to win $100 in OPTI Weekly. We'll be kicking off a live Twitter space soon, co-hosted by the OKX team. Now, why am I bringing up Optimus AI? Because I've partnered with Optimus AI, and I'll bring you weekly content about Optimus. They're also, if you notice over here, they've got a partnership with Huobi, and they are following. This is, by the way, Optimus is one of those robots for Elon Musk. So that's where they got the name, and what they're doing is they're focused on AI. This is a decentralized AI venture fund and incubator at the forefront of AI, not affiliated with Elon or with Tesla. So I'm going to be giving you some content for these guys over the next couple of days. And I should point out, because it is very important, if you are a fan of Floki, if you remember, let me go down here and I'll show you, because this to me was gigantic. Petabyte Capital, which was one of the founders of Floki originally, has joined the team of Optimus AI. So this is going to be a massive deal. I originally released a thread calling Floki to $10 billion market cap when it was at 50 million at the time. Our calculated anticipation of Elon's move helped it reach 3.5 billion. Here's how Opti plans to repeat that. So Petabyte is now involved deeply with Optimus. So this is going to be massive. I do think that they're going to have a nice little run just because they get that Elon rub at some point. So if you haven't, go check it out. Do your own research. I'm going to be making some content about it. You can follow my content. But again, always do your own research and figure it out for yourself, whether that's the investment for you or whether you want to take the time or effort to check it out or not. And now let's get into Bitcoin. Bitcoin currently trading at 29,360. Had a nice little move to the downside here, breaking support consistently. Okay. We need to talk about this because 29.5 was a level of support, or 29.7, 29.8, right in this area was a level of support that had been holding. And then it broke down a little while ago under 29.5, and then it continued to move, and it continued to move to 29.3. Then it broke the support at 29.3, broke its way back up, and now we are breaking down below 29.3, all the way down just recently to 29.126. Now, that's not great for holding a position. If you're shorting, then you feel really good about it right now because you've had a good day of profit making. But will this hold? Now, look at this gigantic candle here. This gigantic wick right here created just an absolute hammer on this upside. And we have, 20 minutes left on this candle, and this candle is turning yellow. What this would mean to you, or what this should mean to you, is this right here. You see this when you get these wicking at the bottom, you get a big move up to the upside. Now, when you get a big wick like that, you should be getting a big move towards the upside. You did see a little pressure. This is during business hours, so it's a little different than where we are right now. But you're getting this big hammer right here with this gigantic wick on it, which would mean there's probably significant upside. Now, I would expect that if there's upside, we're probably going to test this right here. And then we've got a lot of moves, and we've got this convergence that's happening right here. May even happen in the next hour. So with a good run, maybe we can get into this and get back over it and start using 30,000 as support. Because if you notice right here, the crossover here between the 200 SMA and the 50 SMA is happening right at 30,000 right now, which is going to be a problem. Now, if this breaks down, then you have to start looking at, well, where are we going to fall? Well, the next level is 28,600, which it's entirely possible that it falls to 28,600. Now, beyond that, where do we go? Well, right after that, you've got 28,002, 28,000, roughly 28,002, 28,003. Then below that, you've got a long line of support right here at 27,9, 28. So if it breaks that support level, and the support level is going to be right at 27,826, let's make a right there. So 27,893, let's call it 27,9 is going to be the next level of support, the big level of support. So if we break down past that, then we are probably headed down for at least a move outside of this, down into this 26 range. Possibly if we get past this 27,891, if we get past this, then we're probably headed down to the 200 weekly MA. So that's 25.8 right now, probably be 26 by the time it converges, if it does. So we could be looking at 26. Now, if it's a 26, then we're looking at basically a 10% decline. That's going to give you about an 1,800 Ethereum again. That's going to give you a lot of different prices, a lot of different price action on a lot of different tokens here. Now, if that doesn't hold up, and if this starts to recover rapidly, then what you're looking at is, I want to go back to the day chart so you guys can see how this has been playing out. Now, if you just consider that this pump right here matches up with this pump right here, this dump right here was this dump right here, but it just didn't really feel like a big dump, right? Big dump. Then you have to match up this little area right here with that secondary top right there, and that means significant downside. So what was the downside on that? Well, the downside from the top to the bottom of that was 21%. So the downside from the top here at 21% puts us at, holy shit, 24,000, around 24,000. So if we get a drop down and we get this test to this probable line right here, we're probably inside that line. If we get a test down to that line, then expect a very strong bounce. This is what happened the last time. It bounced way up after that. So if you consider, just consider that if this is what happens, then we're looking at this sort of move to this sort of top over here. And that would be coming from, say, right around here, because we'd be looking at that. You know what? In fact, let's just do the entire breakdown and say, you know, if it were trading around the same way that it's trading right now, with an eye on that top, then looking at this move right here, basically playing out, and we're looking at, what did I say? Where's my number? 37,396. So what I'm talking about is where we're going to end up is 37,396 after this test down here at 24,000. So guys, you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. This is why I tell you, you have to look at all of these outcomes and these scenarios, and just know that if you're bullish, this is where we're going. We're headed to 37,396. Now, if I do that again, it's going to end up at 54, right? Because if I did that, if I took this and I said, you know what, let's say we did that one more time, then we're going to end up at 46,642, and then we're going to end up at 54,474. So, we're just playing levels right now. In these levels, they're going to tell you where we're going. Now, are you bullish or are you bearish? If you're bearish, you're wrong, right? You're wrong. You should be bullish at this point. You should understand that all of this stuff is happening and that you can't do anything about it. We're in the first early stages of a recovery, a bull run. Call it what you want. If you want to call it a false, if you want to call it a false one, okay, no problem. You can do that because you're not me and you've been wrong before. So, but that's what we're in, right? We're just going to see some downside because that's what happens. And you know what that is? That creates more opportunity. So guys, I would like for you to just at least consider, if you're investing in new capital, at least consider that we could come back down here and we could test 24,000 one more time before we're on our way to that next level. Okay. Just consider that. Okay. Now let me try to confirm that for you by saying, hey, if we were at this bottom and let's undo that stupid move and trend line from here to here, right? If we do that, then we're coming down here. It's basically going to be in the same spot. It's going to be out here just a little bit. So yeah, 24,000, possibly. And if we go to 24,000, it's just a great opportunity for you to accumulate a little bit more. That's all it is. So now, and by the way, for those of you who don't know, I told you I was in Bone, but I'm also doing a massive future right now on CFX. Conflux, I just get this vibe on Conflux that it's about to keep moving. And if you don't know what Conflux is the only open source public blockchain in China right now. And if you look at year to date, it's up 1,522%. And I got a feeling it's going to keep going. It only has a $1 billion market cap, but it has significant trading volume and it's got a real sense. Look, total supply over here is 5 billion tokens and it has 2.7 billion left in circulation. It's been down for a little bit. You look over here at the 3-month and you can see that we're still kind of in the upward edge, but it's gone up to 48 cents at one point. Now, I do think that it's worth at least 3 to 5 billion. It's a public layer 1 blockchain that was made to power decentralized applications, e-commerce, and Web3 infrastructure by being more scalable, decentralized, and secure than existing protocols. Conflux has made it easier to transfer valuable, but this is all in China. And it's really just having its moment now. Tree Graph Research Institute based in Shanghai. And if you guys remember, I told you before, Shanghai is going to be adopting cryptocurrency heavily starting June the 1st. And that is, 6 weeks away? So 6 weeks from now, this thing is going to be, look, I just feel like Conflux is going to go absolutely out of its mind. And look, at 36 cents, this is my opinion, at 36 cents, we're looking at something with a market cap of $1 billion. Well, if we go in here and we start to look at blockchains that are used by China, then we're going to be looking at BNB, right? 52 billion. We're going to be looking at Tron. Tron's at 6 billion. Where was it's Korean, but where was Luna at one point? 60 billion. So there's a lot. Cosmos is used heavily, and that's 3 billion. So I just have a feeling here that this blockchain is about to blow up. And when it does, if it 10x's from where it is right now, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised to see it challenge Polygon, because it also uses scalable, low-cost fees, nominal amounts, and you can create dApps. And it is, by the way, Solidity compliant, but it is a layer 1 solution. So this could be just like, to me, this just seems like a kind of a sleeper gem, not because I'm enamored by using it. I don't care if I ever use the CFX blockchain. What I care about is, are are people using it, and people in China are using the shit out of it. It has high traffic, high volume. It has everything that you need. So it's incredible. I'm so bullish on the fact that there is some opportunity here. And Isabel has become a member. All right, guys. Now, without further ado, here we go. It is time to start to start doing some of these raffles. Now, if you are interested in a Vaulted Believer cap, by the way, the yellow ones are the ones that are available, and I have like probably 15 of them left. So we're gonna give away 6 tonight. If you are interested, then in chat, here we go. It's gonna be let's do. I'm actually gonna do this on the banner. So we're gonna do like and comment. Let's see, for giveaway, hashtag true believer. That looks awesome. All right, there we go. Like and comment for giveaway true believer. So if you want to be included in the drawing for the Vaulted Believer hats, true believer, that's hashtag TRUEBLEEVER. We're going to do the first drawing in approximately 2 minutes. So hashtag TRUEBLEEVER. And if you already have a black one, you can come in. You can try for the yellow one if you want to. If you have one already, and by the way, you're seeing them shared all over Twitter right now, and I appreciate you so much when you get these, when you share them. The shirts, by the way, who's seen? Do you know it was $37 to send you a shirt? That was crazy. It was $37 to send you a shirt in Morocco. They were looking at me at the post office, and they were like, "Why are you trying to send something to Morocco? Is this a bomb?" You know what I mean? Like, they were getting crazy with me. And I'm like, ew, get away from me, heifer. She's a big girl too. But she did. She gave me a hard ass time. It was $37 for Morocco, but it was something like $12 to send it to Australia, because Simon won one too. But man, she was mad as hell. She was like, Casablanca, what is that? I'm like, bitch, you can't break that down. You don't know Casa and Blanca? That's, oh my God. What is this world coming to? But anyway, it was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. She was just like, are you sending anything with chemicals in it? Ew. No, bitch. All right. We got another 1 minute if you want to win. And Kamal, yours is on the way to you. You gave me your address a couple days later, so yours got sent today. So yours is on the way to you a couple days later. I didn't get. I know you gave it to me on Friday, but it was like a week after everything. So yours is on its way. All right. All right. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, dos, uno. All right. So we're going to do stream. All right. We're going to do StreamYard comment picker. And here we go. I'm waiting for my thong. I haven't finished flossing with it. All right. Okay, so we're on the giveaway page right now, and we're going to do hashtag true believer, and we're going to see how many people are in here. Entries, we have 19 entries right now, which means that you've got a good chance to win. So that is an opportunity. If you haven't entered already, you got 10 more seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're drawing. All right, guys, your first winner. The first winner is Patrick Bryce, you have won. Volted Believer hat. It's going to be the yellow one. It's going to be the Volted color. And trust me, they're going to see you all the way from Mars where we're going. So, Patrick, what I need you to do is send me your details to, matter of fact, let me go ahead and put that on the banner as well. Send your address and name to me on Twitter at all right, pretty simple down there. Send your address and name to me on Twitter at BLEEVESCRYPTO, and I will have that sent out to you tomorrow even. I say Ramo because my son once said that, and it's fucking hilarious. All right, we got 23 entries now. Patrick Bryce is the first winner. I do need to put that on my list, though. All right, that is our first winner, and now we are ready to draw again. We've got 24 people, 24 people now in the drawing, and Crypto Mike, you are a winner. Don't let anybody ever tell you different, man. You are a winner. All right, Crypto Mike, you've won a Volted Believer hat. Send me your details, your address and name on Twitter at BLEEVESCRYPTO, and we will get you a Volted Believer cap. Crypto Mike. All right, here we go. All right, are you guys ready for one more? We got 27 entries now, and here it goes. And we've got, I see a lot of people in here that won a lot of these so far. The Blackerjack, there we go. Blackerjack has won the third one. Blackerjack, I need you to send me your information at BLEEVESCRYPTO on Twitter so I can get this out to you. Trying to get these sent out to you tomorrow. So if you will, make sure that you do that before you guys go to bed tonight. There are now 28 entries. Tony, you can't keep winning all of them, God damn it. Ben Ferrer, your shirt is on the way to you as well. And new, you should have the hoodie. Clark Brenneman is a winner. Clark Brenneman, send me your details on, let me put it on here. Clark Brenneman is a winner. Clark Brenneman. All right, you got a Volted Believer hoodie. Oh my God, you got a Volted Believer hat, and let's go. You've got 2 more to go. So our winners so far are Patrick Bryce, Crypto Mike, the Blackerjack, and Clark Brenneman. All right, here we go, guys. We're gonna do the 5th one right now. There's 28 entries. If you've already won, you're not going to win again, by the way. If you won twice, I'm going to kick you out of that, by the way. MPC Gaming, World of Warcraft. I played World of Warcraft for a long period of time. MPC Gaming, you are a winner of a Volted Believer hat. MPC Gaming, send me your details. MPC Gaming, send me your details on Twitter at BLEEVESCRYPTO. And that makes 5. And here we go. This is going to be the final drawing. Anybody who wants to get in, make sure that you type in #TrueBeliever, and this will be your final opportunity for the night. But we're going to be giving away some more pretty soon. Here goes. This is the last one. Matter of fact, for some of you, I can already say your address. Crypto Mike, you can't win again. So we're going to do another drawing. Crypto Mike, super lucky tonight. Too bad we weren't giving away a t-shirt on the last one, because we would have done that and would have given you the t-shirt. Last one is Rich Jones. Rich Jones, you are the winner. Rich Jones, you get Volted Believer, yellow hat. So there we go. That's the 6 winners. Rich Jones. All right, there we go. Okay, so that's the 6 winners. I'm going to get these out to you today. Make sure that you send it over to me, and make sure that you like and comment here for the giveaway. Send your address to me at BLEEVESCRYPTO on Twitter, and I will make sure that those go out to you tomorrow. If you look around, by the way, Richie's Plain Talk. I want to talk about him for just a second. Great guy. Been following me for a bit, and he, in fact, is. If you didn't see his video, Richie's Plain Talk. Here we go. Let me put this up. Boom, Richie's Plain Talk here today. Blowing it up on he was blowing it up with his Volta Believer hat on today too. So yeah, a lot of fun. I appreciate each and every one of you for your support. Thank you so much. It means the world to me that you guys take the time out of your day to come listen to me rant on about this crazy ass crypto world. And if you did not win, then don't forget, I'm gonna be giving away a couple more. I got a bag full of these, so there's gonna be more coming over the next day or two. So yeah, we'll make sure that you get we'll make sure that you get an opportunity to win some more. Thank you for tuning in. This is not financial advice. My name is Bleeves. I am always right. Guys, all you're gonna have to do, stake 3 billion and 1 FVDSC, or 6 billion and 2 VDSC, up to 15 billion and 5 VDSC, and you will have 1 share of the staking pool. That's going to be significant. And if you remember, guys, and I want to be specific here, guys. Voltoshi, generally speaking, leads off with a bang. So if you are one of the people who gets in there early enough, and you're part of this yield farming process, you are gonna be rewarded. But don't take my word for it. When has Voltoshi ever steered you wrong? All right, guys, we'll talk to you again tomorrow. And until then, be very careful in your trading.
Whoa, another shot of the bullet. Loaded, got complex, cocking and pulling. That bottleneck look like the Loch Ness. What are we doing? I'm about to fall out, boy, and the proof's in the pudding. So, can we forget about the things I said when I was drunk? I ain't mean to call you that. I might